Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just to be notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I'm going to be doing a review swatches tutorial of the brand new Natasha Denona Golden palette. Now, I love me a Natasha Denona palette. I don't know how, I think it's probably been over the last sort of couple of years I've really got into my Natasha Denona palettes, and I managed to pick this up for a bargain. I definitely didn't buy it straight away because these palettes are so expensive. I think this is around £64. Like, this is a bougie purchase, so just be warned if you've never seen this palette before. But when I saw it on Trend Mode, oh my goodness, I immediately was like, yes, I need that. You know, that is an Alex palette. That is the type of shades that I use. The shimmers, everything. Oh, I'm just so excited to use it. So this was kind of like a whole collection. It also came with a highlighter trio, but all them shades are going to pretty much be too dark for me. And I think it had like a lip gloss or something like that as well, but I just decided to get the palette. So this is what the palette looks like. It's a bit hard to show because it's very reflective, but it has like a bit of a waved lid. And then guys, this is the palette. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. So my current favourite Natasha Denona palette is the I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette. That is beautiful. But honestly, this might top it. I'm not sure though, we'll see. It has a nice variety of shades in here. It does have like a deep brown, has light browns, has gorgeous shimmers, brighten corner and brow bone shade. Like, it's literally perfect for me. The only thing I will say is I think a few shades in here, like the lighter mattes, they do look pretty similar. But let's see how they transfer on the eyes. Let's see if they look similar when they're on the eyes, and obviously I'll insert swatches as well for you. Firstly, I'm going to put the swatches on the screen and then we can get on into the eye look. Okay, so the eye base is now on, and now let's get into the eye look. So I think I'm going to take this middle shade here, which is called Tik, I think, and I'm gonna pop that in my crease. I'm just gonna do, you know, typical Alex look. I think really easy to follow along to, and honestly something that I would do for like a night out or something. Next, I'm gonna take this shade here, which is Aria, I think. I'm going to take that on a smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to buff that directly above where we put the first shade. And then to blend that out, I'm going to take Sandstone, which is this one here. I must say, like, in real life, those three shades, not in real life, sorry, online, those three shades look really similar. But actually, when you do look at them in real life, they do have different tones. They definitely have a shade lighter of each colour, do you know what I mean? And it does make a difference, like, especially when you're blending out the other shades. So now I'm going to take Sandstone and buff all of those together. And then I'm going to take Flesh, which is this shade here, and I'm just going to use it very lightly to again blend out the very top edges. Then I think I'm going to go in with this one, which is called Maliko. I don't really know what this shade is. It kind of looks like a matte, but it has texture to it. It's a very difficult shade to sort of understand, but I'm just gonna buff this again at the very top edges. I have kind of like blended this quite high up, but you know what, it's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna take Log, which is this shade here. It's the deepest color in the palette, and I'm just gonna hopefully not cut you off there, but I'm just gonna tuck this in the very outer corner. Okay, so that's all the mattes on the lid. Now it's time for the shimmer. I'm not going to lie, guys. I am like spoiled for choice in this palette. There are some absolute gorgeous shimmers. I think I might start off though with this really yellow gold shade here, which is called Oro. And then I think I'm going to use my finger first. I love Natasha Denona shimmers. This is what it looks like, and let's see how that applies on the lid. Beautiful. Okay, so that is a super gorgeous like yellow gold shade. I think I do want to add a little bit of pizzazz though, so I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Carver. I think it's a bit more texturized, so I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit more sparkly. Yeah, I mean, you can tell straight away there. Hopefully you can see it has like actual shimmer, like sparkle particles in it, rather than it just being like a solid shimmer like what that gold is. I feel like it just adds a little bit more pizzazz. Like, do you see what I mean? Like the difference between the flat shimmer and this one. I mean, it's gorgeous. See what I mean? Like, I feel like it just makes like the slightest difference. Now I'm going to go in with Varys, I think that's called. It's like a deep brown shimmer. And I think this is like the golden one, where it's a bit more on the flat side. I'm just going to buff that at the very outer edges, just so it blends in nicely with the outer corner. And for the lower lash line, I think I might go back in with the first shades that we used all the way across the lower lash line. Let's try and see if I can do this on camera. And then for the inner corner of brow bone, I'm going to take this shade here, which people might actually think is a bit out of place in this palette, and I do get that because obviously this palette is like a warm, neutral, golden palette. But guys, for me, you know I love a bright inner corner and brow bone, just because I'm so pale as well. Like, these are the types of shades that work the best on my skin tone. Yeah, I love them so much. I actually think this might have a slight yellowy gold tone to it. So actually, even though it is an icy shade, yeah, that definitely has, I love that. It has an icy undertone to it, but the reflex are gold. So even if you don't have a pale skin tone, you can definitely still use this, just because the reflex are this beautiful like yellowy colour. Okay, so this is the finished makeup look. I'm just going to hop off camera, put my mascara on and some lipstick, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, I'm back. So this is my completed look. So for my mascara, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Volume 2. For my lips, I've got the P. Louise lip liner on the shade, in the shade Flourish. I feel like these are literally the only lip liners I use. This is the e.l.f. one. I've got tens of lip liners in a pot somewhere. I definitely need to go through them. I use my Milani lipstick in the shade 420 Tease. I absolutely love this one. And then I do have a gloss on. This is the Revolution and Wonka lip gloss. I don't know if it's got a shade name. I'm not sure if it's got a shade name, but it's the one in the purple packaging, and it's like a gorgeous nude brown lip gloss. So I thought I'd go perfect with this look. So this is the completed makeup. Let me know what you think. I would love to know. Okay, let's sit down and talk about the eyeshadow palette. So guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely one I can see myself reaching for time and time again. This palette is quite literally my perfect warm neutral golden palette. It has every tone of brown shadow that I need and would want to create an eye look. It's got gorgeous shimmers in here. Yes, there are a few of like the flat shimmers, but sometimes I feel like it is nice to have the flat shimmer as a base and do what I did today by adding one of the like pizzazzy shimmers just on top, just to add that extra sparkle. I am actually in love with this palette, and I do genuinely feel like this is going to top my love for I Need a Nude, because as I said, for me, this is a perfect palette. I genuinely cannot fault it in any way, because it has everything I need and want. If I was to create a like warm neutral eyeshadow palette, this is the type of palette that I would do. Like the shade variations, the shimmers, like this is totally my vibe and I absolutely love it. Yes, it is a very, very expensive palette, so please, only if this is in your budget, check it out. But if you do have the money, or you can ask for it for a present for your birthday or Christmas, I would definitely add it to your list, because honestly, if you're like me and you love your like warm neutral looks, especially with a pop of gold, you are going to love this palette. And yeah, I absolutely love it, to be honest with you. I hate how expensive it is, but I really think, for me personally, she has hit the nail on the head with that palette, and it is literally a perfect colour story for me. Okay, so that was my review of the brand new Natasha Denona Golden Eyeshadow Palette. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this palette. I would love to know. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!